Love without respect, the slow poison eating away at your commitment. I love talking about respect. Your partner's trauma is a gift. The hokey pokey is messing you up. She saw her touch my penis. My narcissistic behaviors, my managing severe narcissism. Why are you afraid of rejection? Love without respect, the slow poison eating away at your commitment. I love talking about respect. Welcome to the Moral Marriage Podcast, guys, where we're gonna keep it real. And you know, if you're new to the podcast, you haven't heard me say this, okay? But men are so up their own butts about how much respect they want. And we know that men cause most of the problems. We just do. It's thousands of couples now. And we're not saying that's justified for a woman to be disrespectful or whatever, but like, when's the last time that you were disrespectful? Like, if you want respect, you know, so many people think respect, honey, is just, it's supposed to just be there.
Well, you know what I say about, do you remember what I say about respect?
You tell me.
So specifically disrespect. You don't have to be blatantly disrespectful to be disrespectful. A lack of respect for a man is disrespect. Now, I know those are not the same things. For a woman, a lack of respect is just a lack of respect. Mm-hmm. For a man, a lack of respect is disrespect because it's that important for a man.
Mm-hmm. But the problem that I see is like I did a call. I think there was like 50 new people on the app on this call yesterday. And when I'm talking to all these men, I'm just like, I'm listening to them and they're talking, and I always ask, how many of you would like more? And I insert certain things that men want. One would be respect. And I'm listening to these guys' stories and the things that they're taking responsibility for doing in their marriage. And like, they're so disrespectful. Like you are disrespectful with the things that you say, the responsibilities you ditch on, that like you're disrespecting your vows. Of course you're disrespecting your commitment. If you are literally focused on your own needs, that's disrespectful. If you don't care what your partner has to say, that's disrespectful. And by the way, what did you commit to then? You know, the reason why I like this topic so much is because I don't believe respect is anything but earned. I'm gonna go flip it to kids. How many of you guys think your kids should just do whatever the fuck you want? Man, okay, first of all, if you want your kid to do nothing in life but follow them, like the leader, like why have so many of you guys suffered? You were forced to just automatically respect. We want your kids to have a healthy level of the ability to challenge you. Why? Because you want them to do better than you. So if your way is the highway, they're supposed to respect you. They're never going to want more for themselves unless they find it somewhere else, which means you're not the role model. I don't know about you, but every fucking guy that gets on the phone says, well, I really think about my kids like my legacy. Well, if you're not the fucking role model, it ain't you, dude. If they're trying to do opposite from you, that's it. We had a guy this week and what did he say? His daughter, 8-year-old daughter, was talking to his wife about and angry and challenging mom in a disrespectful way, saying you're lazy, all you do is work. First of all, I don't even know how those two mesh, but Kathryn picked up is probably what, you know, he's the one asking for help, is probably what he has said to his wife, and little sponges, he called it tape recorder,
picked it up, yes.
Picked it up and repeated it back. And having a bad day with mom, feeling unloved or whatever, you work too much, threw the comments out that she's heard. Mm-hmm. Your disrespect as a role model is not only disrespecting the person, like in this case, the wife, but your children. And you said legacy mattered? Respect is fucking earned regardless of how you feel.
Can I challenge you on it for a second? So I think that as the person that wants respect, you should assume that it's earned. So that's going to hold you accountable.
Correct.
However, as the person that's giving respect, you shouldn't justify yourself not giving respect because the person hasn't earned it. So this is how we do all of our coaching.
Yes.
If you want respect, you should just assume that you should be giving respect. But yes, you should also assume that if you want respect, that you need to be someone worth respecting, which means you've earned it. I know that's a little bit cyclical, and hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Mm-hmm. But as the person that's giving it, always give respect. As the person that's earning it, assume that you have to do something to earn that respect. Sounds backwards, but if you live your life that way, you'll always be respectful, and you will also command respect as well, because you will be the type of person that's worth respecting.
Guys, I want to, she said it perfectly. This is how we do all of our coaching, okay? So if you think about it like this, it doesn't matter what we're talking about, okay? That's why I said the comment, when's the last time were you disrespectful, okay? Because I'm using this analogy with one set of clients right now. I'm like chicken and egg.
Oh, don't hurt it.
I was just moving it away.
There's a caterpillar on the ground, you guys. I'm gonna get it.
She's gonna save the caterpillar, folks. Okay, so I'm seeing a ton of caterpillars right now. It must be caterpillar season.
Kids are picking them up everywhere, yeah.
All right, so
chicken and egg.
We can use this as with any analogy, chicken and egg, okay? So I'll use a couple right now that's going through, we're trying to explain to them transactional versus giving and what you can expect when you give in abundance. And the topic is intimacy, okay? So, in her mind, it's like, so I have to fuck them in order to get the love that I need? Absolutely not. That's not the point. But the point is, when you're connected, it's probably gonna be easier for him to give more. Flip it though. It's chicken and egg. If we can say to him, well, you need to show up and give more, right? Some of the things that she's feeling like she's missing, then she's going to want to connect more. And those connections will build up, just like from the last episode, we're talking about getting out of the roommate phase to where you are having more intimate. Even if Kathryn and I didn't have that wild night we described after the really super fun dancing and stuff, I feel pretty sure that our cups were very full.
Yes.
Right? The only thing is we started wanting to pour more into each other.
And we did.
Oh my gosh. So, but here's the thing. So it doesn't matter. We can talk about trust. We can talk about intimacy. Trust is probably even a better example because it ties right into respect the same way, right? If you want to be trusted, you're going to have to earn it. But if you want to give trust, then you're going to help facilitate by leading, right? It's chicken and egg. Just because somebody did something wrong, you guys got to remember, you both fucked up, okay?
One of you has to do something first.
That's right.
So in this example, and I don't remember the exact example, but she wants more love before she can give him sex. He wants more sex before he can give her love. One of you needs to just do it. And you know what that's called? Leadership.
100%.
One of you has to do it, because once you do it, let's say one of you can sacrificially say, okay, even though she's not giving me sex, I'm just going to pour into her and I'm going to love her. And then there's the patience formula that Cass talks about. You need to be patient while she, catches up, but I'm going to pour into her. I'm going to love her. And then she feels so loved that then she feels like she can connect intimately and she gives him the sex that he needs, or at least a step in the right direction. Likewise, if she says, I'm going to sacrificially put my need for the love on the back burner, and I'm going to sacrificially love my husband in the way that he needs, which is by sexual intimacy. He might not show the love right away, but you know what? When he feels more connected through sexual intimacy, what's going to happen? He's going to then start giving her what she needs. But one of them, that's why I said sacrificial, one of them needs to say, whether I get it or not, I'm going to give my wife everything that she needs. And then I'm going to be patient as we connect, because I know that you guys married the right person, most of you. So that person gave you what you needed in the beginning. Now we need to bridge the disconnect. And we bridge the disconnect by one of you taking leadership and taking that first stand and then being patient, because the connection will come full circle. I promise you. And
there's a number of you that are now listening to this together, which is even better. So you're both taking responsibility. You can both sacrifice together. But here's the danger. It's until it's something that you want to do, like on your own, just as for who you are, okay? The danger is you'll slip in and out. The in and out that Kathryn and I talk about, the hokey pokey, where...
That's why I talked about patience.
Yeah, because it hurts. So let's say she sacrifices with love. Well, it's going to feel disconnected still because she's not as in.
And when she doesn't see what she wants, love from him, then you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
She doesn't see it fast enough, so she pulls back. That's where patience comes in. You can't be in and out. You're in, and then you're patient, and then you wait for your partner to be influenced, and then you both get what you want. Because I bet if you were to have a heart-to-heart with your partner, almost all of our clients and couples, they want the same damn thing.
Same damn thing.
And you're fighting about the same thing, but a male version and a female version. Come on, guys.
And actually, I love it. You're getting a little fiery here right now.
Oh.
Like I recognize with them, for example, they're both just expressing what they need. And what are we hearing? We're hearing him being aggressive. Well, that undermines the safety that she needs. He needs to do better with that. She needs to be more patient with him with that. But by the way, she's being passive aggressive. The comments are there that are undermining what he feels to feel the respect that he needs, okay? You see, one of them, if not both of them, in this case both, because they should both be in, okay? But one of them has to realize that we're accepting each other for who we are. Kathryn always says this, by the way, like, she loves that there's an aggressive side to me. Does she appreciate it at her? No.
Not at all.
But that side in me, or that testosterone-filled man that you have, that's the guy that's going to protect you, right? Kathryn, like, straight up knows I will fight to the death if I need to protect my family, if I need to protect her, okay? She doesn't have a doubt in her mind, okay? So she doesn't want to strip that from me, but she needs to give me the love and affection, the tenderness, and reminding me of how tender I need to be with her by example. She doesn't correct me. She just...
Sometimes I do, but it's a mistake when I do.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, that's fair.
So I know that I shouldn't correct him, but I still... the human nature in me wants to tell him how to be. But if I'm doing it right, I'm not correcting him. I'm inspiring him by edifying him and by appreciating that he does have those qualities. In other, like he said, in other aspects of life, those qualities are very important. He coaches other men. We're saving other families. If he didn't have that level of aggression and passion, those other men wouldn't listen to him. So women that are listening, I don't want him to be aggressive towards me, but I do need him to be aggressive in protection of me and of our children. And I do need him to be aggressive and passionate to other men that respond to that type of communication, because now your family is safe too.
Oh, I love that. All right, guys. Last thing I want to leave you with is this. What we always say, and we have to repeat it all the time, if you want it, give it, okay? What can I take responsibility for? And be more sacrificial. It doesn't matter if you're the man or the woman. Be more sacrificial. Submit to your partner. It doesn't mean take shit.
No.
Okay? But
you're not subservient, you're submitting.
That's right. And lead by example to where you want to go. And go back and listen to the roommate episode from the last one if you really need to see why. Because everybody who comes to us that's not like the bottom of the barrel, like pain-wise, the worst case scenarios, everybody gets to the roommate phase. We went through the roommate phase, okay? So you might not be the worst of the worst marriage stuck in the roommate phase, but eventually you have to climb all these different rungs. And as you follow our journey, we find new levels of everything all the time. We're always excited about this next. Guys, we have this new level of marriage and or sexual intimacy or whatever the thing is, right? That we didn't even know existed. And it's because we keep growing together. It starts somewhere, guys. That's where you are right now, okay? We'll see you next time.
Bye.